Plaintiff Jerry Worley met the defendant while working security at the housing projects in Chicago, and they protected each other while fighting drug and gang activity. Jerry's suing for car repairs and storage fees. Defendant Emmanuel Hooper says while he and Jerry worked together, they tried to be role models to the kids who lived in the projects. Emmanuel refuses to pay Jerry because he claims he never authorized the repairs.
Tell me what's going on.
All right, I met Emmanuel last summer, 2010, working security at Cabrini Green.
Cabrini Green has been demolished. I know you lying.
We was at the last building.
You start off lying.
They just tore the building down. They just tore the rest of it down this year. Last year we was at 1230 North Berlin. That was the last building standing.
Oh, it's the one last building.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
go ahead.
While we was there, we built kind of relationship there because considering the environment, the drug activity and the gangs and stuff, I watched his back, he watched mine, just like that. And on top of that, he was my supervisor.
Okay.
And I was the youngest one there. So, he did show me the ropes, show me what to do. As soon as I came in, like, look, I'm gonna show you how to go home every night. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
without being victimized. Gotcha. No, I thought you were saying like you didn't know your direction.
Oh, no.
All right.
We moved. I went to Dearborn Homes. He went to Wentworth Gardens. He would just like really want me to work with him, just to, keep showing me how to do everything. He was telling the boss like, hey, get Worley over here, get Worley over here. So we did. So with us being over there, it's an even rougher environment. So the relationship built even more, of course, with two other guys we was working with. We, built kind of relationship there because considering the environment, the drug activity and the gangs and stuff, he did show me the ropes. So I came in like, look, I'm gonna show you how to go home every night. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
without being victimized. Gotcha. No, I thought you were saying like you didn't know your direction.
Oh, no.
Defendant Emmanuel Hooper worked security at the housing projects with the plaintiff, and he claims they protected each other while fighting against drug and gang activity.
Sir, you want to tell me about your friendship or your supervisory relationship?
Absolutely. For the most part, what he said is true. It was the last two buildings. Cabrini is separated from the white buildings and the red buildings. I was shift supervisor for the 12. Dealing with that type of security, we had a lot of rights as far as making arrests or whatever the case might be. So I had to train.
You were armed, right?
Oh, very much so.
All right, go ahead.
Full body armor.
Yeah, someone making an arrest in Cabrini Green. Go ahead.
It could be very rough, absolutely. So I had to make sure he was capable of doing the job because we had guys that come and quit the same day. I ain't signed up for this. So he's...
That'd be me.
Let me send Doyle over there.
But don't get me wrong, it wasn't all that bad. We had some good folks there. Mothers saving up, working 2 jobs. And we actually had a group of 8 to 10-year-old, boys used to follow us around. We used to give them dollars, whatnot, to go to the candy store. Stop
Y'all
them from
try to
going.
encourage them to go to school?
Absolutely. So,
right.
and like me and Jerry myself, because the car him and his wife do share, and then the car that I let him borrow, well, mine was a little bit more flashy than his, the big rims, the music and all that. So the kids used to love to sit in it and just listen to music. And this car sound louder than this car. So just encourage them, certain positive things.
Listening to extra loud music?
No, it was.
You sit them in the back with the giant speakers.
No, because it's like
blast the music. You didn't pass them a joint too, did you?
They see the dope boys there with all they flashy stuff and just like this. Like, well, we working men. You can get this by getting a job. You ain't
absolutely.
I'm just having fun with you. You all are doing this.
Absolutely. Right. But it was. Don't get me wrong. It was times where we chasing bullets. Instead of running from them. I built them up to be solid. Solid. And
that's why he want his solid money. What was the agreement on the car?
So while we was there, he was saying he wanted to go back into trucking and all that stuff. So as time passed, his last day after finished all his training and stuff like that, I asked him like, hey, what you gonna do with your car? Because he was saying he was on his way to Tennessee for his first little load, I guess. So I'm like, what you gonna do with your car? So he was just like, well, I was just thinking about leaving it there. So I'm like, well, can I use it? So he was like, yeah. So I can use it. I'm like, oh, for real? He's like, yeah. So that next day, picked the car up. He was left, he was gone or whatever. So 2 weeks to the day I got it. I go out the next morning, go to start it up, don't do nothing. Open the hood, the belt snapped or whatever. So I call him, let him know, like,
what kind of car? What year?
It's a 93 Bonneville.
93 Bonneville?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was just like, all right, well, see how much it is, you know what I mean? And I'll, send you money for it because he went in the States. So I'm like, all right, cool. So a guy at work had referred me to a mechanic that he know. So the guy came out and looked, he's like, oh, okay, it'd be about 130. I'm like, all right, cool.
How long had you intended to keep it?
Well, just until he came back. That's all. I wouldn't have no plans like buying it.
Gotcha.
Like, we had made that clear between each other. Like I wasn't buying it.
Okay.
Yeah. So he told me that he was going to send me the money for it that Thursday. So I told the mechanic, well, he said Thursday. So I'm waiting on the money to come from somebody else.
Did it ever come?
No.
I said, find out how much and get back to me. The price sounded about right. I told Jerry I would send him half.
That sounds like it makes a little more sense.
Well, yeah,
I
that's
said,
what I'm saying. It would, but he openly said, I'll send you the money.
You using my car
Not paying
for free.
Next, they're going to want you to drive it for him.
So, right. So when he told me,
sit in the back.
when he told me around 100 or something, I told him I'd send him half. Man, a few days later, Jerry called me and said the guy said he had to put an alternator on there too. He charged $300 and something, so now the price up to $400 and something.
He didn't call you before the fact?
Man, he didn't call me. I'm like, dude, how you just put an alternator on the car? Well, he said the guy just put it on. Who goes and put a part on your car and don't get authorization? I'm like, man, I ain't paying that, point blank. I ain't paying that.
Let me hear. Was this what happened, sir?
No. When I put it in the shop, you know what I'm saying? Because it needs to be fixed. So I put it in the shop and I told him I was putting it in the shop because the guy that was going to fix it, he never came because he got tired of me waiting on him, telling him that the money was going to come and it didn't.
What did they tell you the estimate would be?
They told the estimate was...
You have it there?
Yeah, this is the receipt right here.
Or this is the receipt or the estimate?
That's the receipt. That's the receipt.
Right, what did they tell you the estimate was prior to you paying for it?
Well, see, they kind of played around the bush when I asked for the estimate.
The storage fee is more than the...
Yes, because the storage fee came
repair.
From me waiting on him to get the money. Because I kept calling him.
Did you call him before you gave authorization to have the alternator fixed?
Right.
Yes.
And he told you to go right ahead?
Yes.
Man, you got to be kidding me.
Come on, man.
Honestly, I'm
$300 just sit up here and
$300 for an alternator. I got my own mechanic. Why would I pay $300 for a shop to put on an alternator that I could do myself?
Because the guy told me,
crazy.
He looked at, he showed me the alternator. He was like, the bearings was gone in it. So he went and got another one, plus the serpentine belt that goes with it.
We actually had a group of 8 to 10-year-old, boys used to follow us around. And then the car that I let him borrow, the big rims, the music and all that. So the kids used to love to sit in it and just listen to the music, just to encourage them, certain positive things.
Listening to extra loud music?
Well, defendant Emmanuel Hooper worked security at the housing projects with the plaintiff, and he claims they protected each other while fighting against drug and gang activity.
Sir, I don't know, because you told me a moment ago that they didn't give you an estimate.
Every mechanic I talked to, they said...
If they didn't give you an estimate, how could you have called him and said how much it was before it was done?
Because I called him and told him how much it was from the first mechanic.
How much did you tell him the first mechanic wanted?
$130. And then I told him about the shop.
No, I just asked you that, sir.
Well, they didn't give me a paper estimate. They just gave me a figure like, look, it's going to be 3 something.
You said it was playing around with the price. They didn't know. Make up your mind.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I just...
I'll give you $130. Now, that storage fee, I don't believe he's responsible for that storage fee. I mean, you could have gotten that car.
No, I had to take out a loan to get the car. I told him that.
Yeah, sir. He's not going to be, I'm not going to hold him responsible for that storage fee.
Because I called him. Everything
that resulted after you took that car to that shop was on you. $130 is your judgment. Have a good day, gentlemen.
What?
Come on, man.
Dude, I told you how.
Why would I sit up there and pay for a car when I'm sitting there, you told me
you gotta pay to play, man. You got my ride.
And I just asked you for $100. Did you send that? No, you didn't.
I mean, he a cool dude, but I ain't got no beef with him, but this right here, taking me to court, come on, man, it's a move, dog. Man.